$50 slider, is it worth it? Alright guys, and for this first shot right here, we simply put the subject right in front of the slider, dead center. We went into manual focus mode, pulled focus on the subject, and just slid the slider side to side. Now with this one, we did actually have it on the swivel head so that we could rotate the camera as we were going. And to enhance that look even further, we actually put just a little plant that we have right in front of the lens and actually use that as a foreground coming around, showing our subject, which would just add a lot of dynamic to it.
Slid the slider.
Slid the slider.
All right, for the second shot, we actually went ahead and we turned the camera at a 45-degree angle on the tracks, and we tightened everything down. We tightened down the actual Joby head, the swivel mount, and everything was nice and secure. And we just pretty much, for the most part, slid it back and forth in manual focus, getting a really nice motion and look.
I would say overall, just actually locking it down in the position, instead of leaving it loose on that swivel head, the way it's intended to be used is much better. It actually operated very, very smoothly. I was very shocked. Now, I've not used any real high dollar sliders. I'm not a slider expert by no means, but for 50 bucks, man, wow, look at these shots. I was just totally blown away, and it's actually very, very fun to play with, was it not?
It was. And for our final setup, we actually just set a subject in front of the tracks, and we set our camera on there, pointing towards it, and we just dollied in and out, getting a really nice push focus.
And at that point, I just could not help myself. I still had to continue to play with it. Went ahead and put the tracks, repositioned the tracks and the camera with the subject still in this, pretty much in the same place that they were, just to give a whole nother dynamic to the shot. Playing around with this thing's great fun. I think it's an amazing value for 50 bucks. I don't have any experience with expensive sliders, but for an inexpensive slider, I would say well worth every penny. That's going to wrap up today's show. If you guys are interested in any of the gear that we talked about today, the links are below.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please share the video, guys. It helps us out tremendously. That's going to wrap it up for us. My name is James.
I'm Tony.
We're YouTube Creatives.
We'll see you next time.